Today I'm playing Iron Hands. I have 3 detachments, 1 battalion and 2 spearheads. First detachment, I've got a captain, and he's a smash captain, so he's got the Storm Shield, Thunderhammer. Then I have a librarian in Terminator armor, and his psychic powers are Might of Heroes and Null Zone. 2 units of scouts. First is a group of 6 with just bolt guns. The other is a group of 5 with snipers and camo cloaks. I also have a group of 5 intercessors with stalker bolt rifles. An apothecary who has selfless healer. I have a Redemptor dreadnought with a heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, an Icarus rocket pod, and an onslaught Gatling cannon. A predator with 4 las cannons. And finally for the battalion is the Storm Talon gunship with the Typhoon missile launcher. In the first spearhead, I have Iron Father Pharos. In the Eliminator squad, the sergeant has an Instigator bolt carbine, 2 units of Hellblasters. Both are equipped with the heavy plasma incinerator. For the final spearhead attachment, I have a Captain Gravis armor, which is my warlord. He has the Reliquary of Galthamor and Student of History. I also have in that detachment a Stalker, a Thunderfire cannon, and a Vindicator.
All right, for my 2,000 points of Spacewolves, I have a battalion and an Outrider detachment. The battalion is made up of 13 Blood Claws with a Wolf Guard pack leader with a Storm Shield and Thunderhammer, 11 Blood Claws with a Wolf Guard pack leader with Storm Shield and Thunderhammer, 5 Intercessors with a Stalker Bolt Rifle, 2 Wolf Priests, both have Storm Bolter and Power Fist. 1 knows the Canticles of Hate litany, and the other knows the Wolf King and Lord of the Deeps litany. Then I have Bjorn the Fell-Handed with a las cannon, and I have Murder Fang. And I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 CP on Hero of the Chapter, and I'm going to give Murder Fang, who is still not my Warlord, the Warlord trait of Saga of the Warrior Born. For my Warlord, I have a Wolf Lord with Jump Pack, a Storm Shield, and Thunderhammer. For the Warlord trait, he knows Saga of the Hunter. And for a relic, he has Adamantine Mantle. For the Outrider detachment, I have 2 units of 3 Thunderwolf Cavalry. All of them have Storm Shields and Thunderhammers. I have 13 Fenrisian Wolves. Leading the HQ for the Outrider is the Rune Priest with the Jump Pack and Runic Axe. He also has Runic Armor, and he knows Living Lightning and Fury of the Wolf Spirits. I also have a Storm Wolf with twin Hellfrost Cannons, 2 las cannons, and 2 twin multi-meltas. Alright, for the deployment zones today, we have Spearhead Assault. It's kind of a weird one, but it looks kind of like this. The mission today is Retrieval mission off the Eternal War table from the basic rulebook. And basically there are objectives on the table here. And at the end of the game, if you control said objectives, you will score 3 victory points. Whoever has the most victory points at the end of the game wins. There's also Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and Line Breaker. All right, end of Spacewolf's turn 1, and death has happened. The really big name your price tool, Stormwolf, has he fired the Hellfrost cannons and then the multi-meltas into Pretty Boy here, and got him down to 6 wounds. And that's actually really good for Kyle because I rolled 4 ones on my wounds, on my 2 wound rolls out of 6 dice. No, out of 5 dice. And then I did a command point to re-roll the other one and was fortunately got it. So should have died, but didn't. And then, oh yeah, the Stalker is dead from the las cannons from the Storm Thing. Yeah, he got 11 damage off of it, and he failed all of his Feel No Pains because he's rocking Iron Hands. And yeah, so that's, really wanted that one, but I'll take it. Shooting from the Space Marines, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happened. So the Storm Wolf exploded. He fired all of the Predator into it, got down to 2 wounds, and then what did you kill him off with? The Hell Blasters, right there, and exploded on a 6, and then he did 6 wounds to everything within 6 inches, and then also I rolled 3 ones for the emergency evac. 3 more died from the emergency evac, and so I lost 6 of the blood claws from that one. So that was great. And then also 2 wounds from the Smash Captain, mine, and 3 wounds from the Wolf Priest. His Demolisher Cannon targeted my Thunderwolf Cavalry and got one of them down to 1 wound. And then lots of things shooting at the Fenrisian Wolves. We dropped 9 of them from that. And that was shooting coming from these scouts here, from the Dreadnought, from the Stormbolter on the Demolisher, and then from the frag missiles from the Storm Talon. And the Storm Talon fired everything else into the Blood Claws, and I lost 2 of those guys. Also, at the end of this shooting phase, I went ahead and spent 1 CP to Lone Wolf my lone Thunderhammer Storm Shield Wolfguard pack leader from the dead Blood Claws. Also on these Blood Claws, he used Tremor Shells from the Thunderfire Cannon. He didn't kill any, but he managed to get the hit, so all their movement is heft. Turn 1 is over. He charged his Gravis Captain into my Wolf Priest that is dead. Killed him, obviously, and then I spent 2 CP for Only in Death to the End, and I got 5 wounds off of him. And then he Feel No Pain 1 of them, so he's down to 3 wounds there. And then he used his special consolidate rule, Student of History, to be able to consolidate 6 inches away. I also, since I lone wolfed him, I went ahead and spent the Insane Bravery to keep him around. Space Wolf shooting, got the Storm Talon down to 3 wounds. That's shooting from the Stormbolter from the Wolf Priest there. The Intercessors there got 1 wound on them. And then 7 wounds coming from Bjorn, fell-handed with his las cannons. And that's literally all the shooting in my army. All right, charges is done. So first, let's cover the majorly disappointing. The Lone Wolf. He's dead. He died to Overwatch from the Demolisher Cannon. That was great. And then the Wolf Priest here, and he actually has a Power Fist. He charged in, so he's within 1 inch, just barely, of the Storm Talon. And then you just barely see him, my Smash Captain. He charged into the Storm Talon as well. Oh yeah, by the way, these guys got into the Smash Captain. In the Assault phase, the Storm Talon went down to the Wolf Priest with the Power Fist that consolidated back into here within 1 inch of the Demolisher Cannon, or the Vindicator, I should say. And the Thunderwolves failed to kill the Smash Captain there because he had 1 really good lucky invuln save that you did 3.
I had to reroll 1.
Yeah, so he made 2 naturally, and then he rerolled 1 into a save off his invuln, and that one that he rerolled is the 3 wounds left from the Thunderhammer, so he's alive. But he fought back and he did nothing. So All right, psychic phase. He finally got a psychic phase because he deep structed his librarian in. He got null zone off, and then he also smited. He smout one Thunderwolf Cavalry to death. Iron Hand shooting. So he's able to kill 2 of the wolves, and then this one remained like a champ, which is really important because then my warlord would have been really close with 1 wound left. And then I lost 1 Thunderwolf and then 2 wounds on the other Thunderwolf over there, and that was partially from the Tremor Shells, and so they are now halved. Their movement is half. Stormbolter from the Librarian killed the Wolf Priest. All right, he charged the Redemptor Dreadnought in, failed to do anything because I saved all of them with the invuln save from that Storm Shield, and then he fought back and got 3 wounds off. So he's down to 10 wounds on the Redemptor Dreadnought. All right, psychic phase. I destructed my Rune Priest here and smited and did Living Lightning. He denied with the smite, but he had to spend a command point to reroll for that from his Psyker right up here, his Librarian. And then Living Lightning got off. I got 2 wounds off of it, and then he had a 6-up, feel no pain. I only took 1 wound off of this Eliminator. All right, Space Wolf shooting. Murderfang here. This Heavy Flamer got 1 wound off of these Hellblasters up in here. Bjorn fired his last cannons into the same Hellblaster squad and killed 1. Got 2 wounds on him flat out. Intercessors over here with their Stalker Bolters got 1 wound off of the Vindicator. All right, charges. I charged the Murderfang into the Pretty Boy Redemptor Dreadnought. And then I got the charge over here off into the, you can't see them, but right through the wall, there's a squad of intercessors in there. I'm getting within 1 inch on the other side of the wall there, so. And then my Blood Claws charging into the Hellblasters. I multi-charged the Hellblasters, the Smash Captain, and the Demolisher. And I got in with a terrible roll of 3. I spent a command point to reroll the 1 off of that into a 1, which is terrible and makes me very angry. Very, very angry, Patrick. And my Smash Captain charged into the Hellblasters and the Smash Captain, his Smash Captain, and the Overwatch from the Frag Grenade. Killed him because he had 1 wound left and he got it in. So yeah, Space Wolf's turn 3 is over. We got in here with the Blood Claws. We got the Smash Captain down to 1 wound. And then we did only 1 wound on the Hellblasters. And then fighting back from the Captain and the Hellblasters wiped the rest of the Blood Claws. Then over here, managed to kill 2 Intercessors in there. And then fighting back from them, managed to kill the 1 wound Thunderwolf Cavalry that remains. Then Murderfang, I popped my last CP for Touch of the Wild. Well, first the Thunderwolf Cavalry there fought and did nothing. Murderfang got in there with Touch of the Wild and finished off the Redemptor Dreadnought, and then consolidated into the Vindicator. And then fighting back, he actually got a wound on there, so now that is a 7 wound Murderfang. And that is it. After discussing it, even though this is the middle of turn 3, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Space Wolves are definitely not going to win this one. So he's already killed my Warlord. So he's got Slay the Warlord. And then we're discussing, even if by miracle, so he'll be able to wipe up this stuff. I've got Murderfang, 1 Thunderwolf Cavalry, and 1 Thunderwolf Cavalry over here. That is everything that I have offensively right now. So even if they're going to kill those, even if by miracle I'm able to keep these guys alive from fire from the Thunderfire Cannon, which is unlikely after 2 turns, they maybe I'd be able to hold that objective and then Bjorn go off and hold that objective, so we'd be able to be tied with objectives, but he would have Slay the Warlord, and there's just no way that I'd be able to win, because I would be able to hold on to these by a miracle if I don't lose any one of these units back here. So that is the game. Iron Hands win. For those that think that Iron Hands were nerfed out of existence, definitely not. So they got nerfed a little bit, but they still have got some punch. All right, thanks for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be doing a tactical overview of this, where we do a deep dive into the game, the analysis of it, what happened, what we were thinking, kind of behind the scenes look at a few things as well as some things that happened in the game. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, obviously YouTube. Please comment and let us know how we're doing. Offer some insights onto things that happened in the game tactically, and kind of what you thought about it, different things that we could have done. Please let us know. And thank you, and have a good one.